Good day, mate. How y'all guys doing? Well, today I got the birds chirping and there's a gap in the rain. Hurricane season is always one of those times it's kind of, one doesn't really know what to expect. But when I see a gap in the weather, I know it's time to get out in the field and have some fun. So what I'm going to do within this video, and this is a first time, so I do not know what to expect. If you watch my videos before, you know that whatever happens, happens. Now, I've got a really big treat for everyone today. You may notice something drastically different about my Phantom 4 if you've watched my previous Phantom 4 videos. And it's these things right here. These are quick disconnect prop guards for the Phantom 4. They're something that they're easy on, easy off. Check the link within this video's description and you can find where to order them online. I've also got a video where I demonstrate installing them. It was a super intuitive process and I liked how the look is so factory. Just look at that. Look at how nice that looks. And see, you've got the little clamps right there. So when you get ready to take them off, because obviously you don't want to carry a huge case just because you've got prop guards on, when you get ready to take them off, you just squeeze that and they'll slide out. Check out my other video where I demonstrate removing them after the flight. But within this video, I want to show you how the Phantom 4 performs with the quick disconnect prop guards attached. Now, you may have asked, well, why do I use prop guards? You know, this guy's flown hundreds of hours. Why does he use prop guards? Well, I use prop guards because often I'm landing on a surface that may not be 100% stable, such as the front of a boat, one of my boats. You know, when I land, maybe I'm anchored up and it gently topples over. It's nothing that I did incorrectly, but when it lands, it topples over. And when you've got a hard surface like the deck of a boat, the probability of a prop becoming damaged and or breaking is significant. So why break props when you can simply attach quick disconnect prop guards before flying and then take them off before you pack up and go? It's perfect in my opinion. So laugh at me all you want to. If you think I'm silly for using quick disconnect prop guards, that's fine. But I don't want to carry a bag of props around with me. Moreover, I don't want to spend the money to continuously rebuy new props. It's silly. I mean, even if they were free, it's still silly because you've got to go to the inconvenience of disposing properly of the damaged props and then putting the new ones on. No, I'm not going to do that. So let's see how this performs. I'm going to get my anemometer out. We're going to see what the wind is. Really give a true test here. Before I do that, though, I'm going to go ahead and crank up the Phantom 4 so that we can get everything ready to go airborne. We're going to let that thing get going while we check our wind speed here. I'd like to give everyone a good feel for the environment around me. You know, the wind speed, I mean, obviously, other than wind, there's no other potential challenges within the environment that I'm aware of. It's not raining. It did rain earlier, but it's not raining now. When you're using an anemometer, always find where the wind's coming from. So it's at my back. 3.6 knots, 4.4 knots, 4.0 knots, 2.7, 2.5, 1.9, 2.9, 3.1. So there's bursts of, or I should say gust of mild wind. Nothing too crazy. Those things look really good. I tell you, I am stoked at how clean that looks on the Phantom 4. See if we're greened up here. Just a second while I get into the app. While I do that, have you had any good or negative experiences with the Phantom 4? Share with me, share with others. I want to know what your experiences have been so far. Okay, getting into DJI Go app here. That's funny, one thing I've noticed with the Phantom 4, and I've done it both ways, typically I would power on the controller first and then the Phantom 4, but I've also tried powering on the Phantom 4 first and then the controller, and for whatever reason I often have to power cycle the controller. I mean, not that it's a problem, but it's just something, I didn't have to do that with the Phantom 3. Interesting. First time I launched the app after attaching the quick disconnect prop guards, it says propeller guard mounted. Forward obstacle sensing will be automatically switched off. So again, with the quick disconnect prop guards, I no longer have obstacle avoidance. Not that I would ever trust obstacle avoidance anyway, but it's good to know that they at least acknowledge that it's disabled because of the prop guards being on. Formatted my SD card here. Overall status, it's going to give you that little exclamation mark with the triangle shape. It says propeller guard mounted, forward obstacle sensing will be automatically switched off. Cool. Let's get airborne. Hit record just now, and let's see what we get here. Bring it to a hover here. Do not notice any stability issues. Had to get some pictures there. Those are pretty cool. So let's see how this thing flies. Okay, now I do have my prop guards in the frame. That's important to note because I may or may not would have my propellers in the frame at that speed of forward motion. So let's go, I'm going to go way back in the field here. Flying backwards, obviously there are no prop guards in view. But when I fly forward, there they are. So that's about my maximum speed right there, and you can see you can get them in there pretty good. A lot of people are going to say, man, I don't want to use prop guards because they're going to be in my camera's field of view and I won't be able to get the videos I want. Well, there's a few ways around that. Watch this, I'm going to angle the camera down, so I'm going to go a fast rate of speed forward, and I'm going to angle the camera down until they're out of field of view. So now they're probably out. I don't have my app completely maximized, but yes, you can keep them out of the camera's view, field of view if you want to. And then obviously if I go in reverse like this right here, they're not going to enter the field of view because of the way that the Phantom 4 is designed. Because it's kind of like it's on its back when you're doing that, you know. So yeah, let's go forward again. To bring it back over here towards us. I'm angling the camera up so you may start to see the prop guards rather. I mean, that just looks really good. I like the clean look of these prop guards. And again, the quick disconnect nature of it. It's not like something that's permanently mated where I can't put it in my case. I'm just using a glorified snake lure today, you know, the one that Phantom 4 came in, but when I use my waterproof and ruggedized case, I'll be able to quickly pop them off and then pack up and go. Curiously enough, if you watch my previous videos, you may have found that I encountered a battery cell damaged error message within my app. But upon further researching the issue, went in and looked at the portion of the app that shows the individual cells, I discovered that there were no, what the app displayed as defective battery cells present. So that was that was interesting. It, you know, one of those things, hopefully a false reading. If you've used the Phantom platform for a while, you've probably seen a lot of app errors that seem to be invalid. So that, I'm hoping that's the case, because I've not seen a battery cell damage message today during this flight. And interestingly enough, I did, as I've mentioned in previous videos, I have zero expectations for support when it comes to you know, any sort of issues with my drone, whether it be Phantom 4 or my previous drones. But I did, for the first time, I reached out to DJI about the battery message, because I'm like, you know what, I just got this thing from you know, from 400orbelow.com. You know, it's a brand new drone, brand new battery. You know, why is this message appearing? But dealing with their customer service, number one, I called, and it was one of these deals where I'm going to go ahead and land this, because we've confirmed that the flight dynamics are good here. That's what I was most curious about, was landing on the on a tight spot like that, because if I can do that with the prop guard zone on dry land, I can do it when I'm out on one of my boats. So that's good to good test. You can see it was quite effortless. But yeah, so I reached out to DJI on the phone, and this deal was like, well, you know, we don't. It was something along the lines of, we don't do phone support or whatever, you know, and you know, you gotta email this email address. So I emailed this email address at DJI. And then I think it was either 1 or 2 days later, it was unacceptably slow. They finally respond, and then they start drilling me with questions about, they're like, hey, can you send us a video of the of the flight or whatever? Can you send us a photo of the battery error message? So I sent that. It was in the app. It was clearly able to be seen within the app. And so I sent that, and then they're like, well, now we need, they're like, have you ever crashed the drone? Obviously, I haven't crashed the Phantom 4. Haven't even flown it a few hundred times yet. So, actually, I haven't flown it 100 times yet at the time of posting this. So, yeah, I just felt the customer service was just, I mean, absolutely unacceptable. So finally, I just said, look, I said, this is beyond unacceptable. Forget about it. You know, I'm going to roll the dice. You know, obviously, I'm flying in a safe and responsible location anyway. So, should that battery fail, should it fail and my Phantom crash to the ground in a safe location, then that's when the fun will really begin, because then that's when I'll say, see, y'all had the opportunity to make this right. All you had to do is ship me a replacement battery with a return label for the defective battery. That's all that you had to do, but you didn't do it. So here's what happened, and hopefully that won't happen. I'm not suggesting that anything bad happens to my drone, because from today's flight, it looks like the battery message may have been bogus, even though it has reared its head twice, 2 different flying times. I've seen the battery cell damage message, but anyway, just had to throw in that rant, because again, none of my videos are scripted. I say what's on my mind when I want to do it, when I want to say it. So appreciate your viewership, and be sure to subscribe, youtube.com/IRIXGuy. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, IRIXGuy here. I wanted to take a moment to thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel. I'm an independent channel, and it's viewers like you that help me to continue to grow. I appreciate your viewership, and y'all have a good day.